Well, hey, good evening. Welcome back to my little gardening show. I wanted to take you along and show you this new tomato we're growing this year. It's called Ananas Noire. I think that's the name of it. It's a French name. Basically means black pineapple. Tomatoes are kind of neat. They're kind of an olive green with kind of a pink blush to them, and pretty neat when you slice one open. So I'll show you what's in the catalog here real quick. So this is a new one that Baker Creek offered. There's a little story behind it. But they've been pretty good. They're the ones I've got anyway have definitely been at least a pound. You know, most of them have looked like that. Few like that. But they've been pretty prolific. Now this is what they look like in real life. Like I said, they kind of olive green, nice shoulders to them, a little pinkish red blush to them. Nice size. That one's probably right at a pound. This one's a little smaller. This one's a little bigger. It's got a little cut on it, so I've got it in the fridge. It's kind of interesting when I got the seed packet, they'd overpacked the seed packet because of poor germination rate, but what I found is I didn't, everything that I started from seed came up just fine, and again, they've been one of the more prolific tomatoes in the garden this year. Fairly early, probably beginning of July, mid-July, right around the time we started seeing a true black brandywine was probably the first ones that were coming in, and these were following right behind it. You can tell that they're ripe because they start getting that kind of pinkish blush to them, and when you squeeze on them just a little bit, they were soft to the touch. They are a little susceptible to cracking. The skin is a little thinner than some of the other varieties. I noticed, I had to be a little careful in harvesting them, otherwise you can bust them open. They are kind of a watery tomato. They get they've got a fair amount of meat to them, but they're also pretty juicy too. The seed cavity's pretty big on them, at least the ones that I've harvested up to this point. We've gotten some that have been probably definitely a pound and a half. These here that I just showed you are actually a little bit on the smaller side from some of the larger ones that we've gotten already this year that I've saved seeds from. We've eaten. They're, again, really good flavor. So what we'll do is I'll slice one of these open and let you see kind of what it looks like, and we'll do a little taste test. Try to get this so you can see it. See that coloring? It's really pretty. Okay, we're getting a little bit into the core there. So like I said, they've got a pretty decent seed cavity all around the outside. Some varieties they've got seeds throughout, but the cavity is mostly on the outside of the tomato. Isn't that beautiful? All that kind of pinkish olive green in there. We'll save seeds from that one too. So I'll go ahead and get a jar for that. Lots of good seeds here, so we'll just kind of give this a good squeeze. Get those seed packets into that. we'll take one of these big pieces and kind of push these out. Again, fairly easy to save seeds from tomatoes, the ones that you want. You know, if you get one that's true to type, that's a really good tomato, you just push the seed cavities out, you know, and harvest the seeds from those. And we'll go ahead and harvest this one too, since they're pretty easy to push out. And then we'll do a little taste test here. Like I said, they're a juicy, watery tomato. Probably be really good in salsa. Alright, so what we're going to do now is try one of these. We're going to sprinkle a little kosher salt on that. Try this bad boy. Alright, so there it is. It's a really good tomato. It's mild, just like the true black brandy wines and the Kellogg's breakfast that we grow. Probably a little less acidic than like the brandy wines or the Dallas Wilson Cuban, the reds, the pinks. Got really nice flavor. Again, a juicy tomato probably would go really well in salsa, things like that. Really good on a sandwich, like bacon and tomato sandwich. Just by tomato would go good on a bacon and tomato sandwich. But anyway, really good tomato. I think we'll definitely grow these again, just based on how productive the plant's been. Just took off right from the start here in this environment, so I guess I got some good seeds, and hope to carry it on. So again, Ananas Noire, I think again is how you pronounce it, but Baker Creek carries them. I consider growing them, especially if you're in a northern climate, because again, these were one of the earliest ones that we saw come on the scene. So we're going to grow them again. So I guess that's it for now. Until next time. Happy gardening. Bye.